G'day, I'm Mark from Self Sufficient Me, and we're down the back here of our veggie garden. This is my rogue area. I've got all these raised beds, and down the very back is where I used to have my old furrows. I used to till this up with this big tiller, make furrows, and there's still some remnants of these furrows here. I'm growing some rosellas along here, just in front of my compost piles, and we've got some bananas down the back. But over time, I realised that raised bed gardening was the best for me because you raise them up, it's easier on the back, and I'm not getting any younger, and I've said this many times in my videos. I've got this interesting question that I received via email today about tilling raised garden beds from an older person who was saying that due to their old age, they've got 10 of these raised garden beds, metre high off the ground, a metre wide, so they're smaller than these ones, but this will be a good demonstration. But how do you till it? This person was saying that it's driving them crazy because you get a standard fork like this where you're meant to put your foot down on it. For someone like me, I can drive it in and till that bed over enough, get rid of some of the top weeds here or grasses that have grown in, and that's okay, it's not bad. For an older person, getting up there, if they're shorter especially, that's not good. You could use a hoe. Again, if you're older, getting that hoe and doing that and tilling the ground with a hoe, you know, yeah, a little cumbersome as well. What I like to use is my good old Army ET tool. Now, I got this one from my service. It's about 23 years old now. And it's done me really great in the garden. This is called an ET tool, or an entrenching tool. And you know, soldiers use it to dig foxholes, to scrape their bedding area away from the foliage and all that type of thing so they can set up their hoochie, or to pick away at rock, or many other things. The thing can be used like a shovel pick, like in this case, or you can fold it right out, do it back up, and use it as a standard spade. You can buy these at any good garden centre now. You used to only be able to get them at disposal or army disposal stores. I find it's the perfect size tool for if you're old. It's not too heavy, it's not too long and cumbersome to swing, it's just the right size. And you know, over many hundreds of years, they devised this as a terrific tool for soldiers to be able to carry into combat and to be able to also use. So they're very robust, and they are the perfect size. So you can get rid of the garden fork or the hoe for this type of size raised garden bed, like 800 to a metre off the ground. You can get rid of them, and you can use one of these. They're very easy to swing, but they're not too heavy. Dig out roots like that and grass, or scrape along the topsoil. Turn it over, get through any hard patches with the pick. If you need to shovel a hole or plant something, use it like that, shovel. Of course, you can undo this thing and turn it into a proper spade if you wanted to. I just like using it like this, like a pick shovel. The ET tool, that's what I'd recommend for raised gardening beds. That's the only tool you need. If you're going to have this bed all done and you're going to plant some seeds, you can use this pick side to make your furrow. Or of course you could use the pointy end of this if you wanted to make your furrow a little larger. There's plenty of things you can do with your little ET tool. So there you go, that's the only tool I ever need in a high raised garden bed like this. Thanks a lot for watching, bye for now.